Panther Nation, what's good? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
And I am the formerly known Couch Scout Extraordinaire to the now known Pastor Trenches in the
Okay.
building. What it is, what it ain't. Happy holidays.
Merry
Good,
Christmas, everybody.
good. Merry Christmas. What's
Cuz.
happening? How was your
Oh
holiday, my
man.
boy?
Hey, look, it was good, man. Everybody's, face was lit up, and I finally got, I got me a custom made shirt. It say I tell dad jokes periodically. Okay. Some of y'all get this, some of y'all won't. It's all right. I
Uh,
still love you. All right. But yeah,
Shantae,
man.
Shantae would love that. She definitely gets it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I had a great Christmas though. But I think the best part is still to come because I don't have to go back to work until the 6th. So, I'm
Already.
good to go. Good to go. Cuz how was your Christmas, though?
Man, it was good. It was good. Peaceful. Um,
Mm,
you know, it was peaceful. It was good. Um, yeah, the wife is happy, so as long as she's happy, I'm happy.
that's
I'm
good.
good.
That's
Yeah,
good. That's good. That's good.
everything good. Can't complain, dog. Just
That's what's up.
watching football. That's it.
Yo, speaking of watching football, did you see I forgot who it was
Excuse
Arkansas
me.
State or whoever they were playing, where they disguised their third string quarterback as the punter and did the fake punt, and everybody thought the punter
Yes,
threw the laser to the to the to the wide.
yes, and it was actually the third string quarterback.
Yo, I didn't see it
Yeah,
live. I saw a clip of it. I was like, oh, I said if I was the other team or their fans, I would have been pissed. Like, how did y'all not see that?
yeah. I didn't see the actual game, but I saw the clip too. It
mm,
was this bowl season for whatever reason. Each game
mm,
has given you some type of fake punt, and it's been
mm,
something I haven't even seen. Like they doing jump
mm,
passes. They're doing the they just put a different spin on it than what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? They have become very creative running these fake punts and stuff like that. I think was it Oklahoma? I think it was Oklahoma. Somebody ran one. I can't remember who it was. But
mm,
the I think it was the tight end. Man, he gained like about 60 yards off the play.
mm. I,
I
I
mean, they
can't.
ran it smooth too.
I can't lie. I have not been watching these bowl games hardly at all whatsoever. And then
Yeah.
so I decided yesterday that I was going to finally take all the stuff that I bought from my computer on Black Friday and install it. So I bought 2 hard drives, I bought a new processor, and I bought two more sticks of RAM. So I got the
Right.
RAM in there, got the hard drives, everything good. And I came back out the next day, which was yesterday, and decided I was going to switch the processors out. And in the process of that, motherboard just crashed. I mean, just completely crashed. So I
Wow.
had to put the old processor back in because my new mother my old motherboard needed a BIOS update. So I couldn't do it with the new processor because it didn't support it yet. And then I go to cut it back on, nothing, nothing. And then I went in the house and my wife was like, she said, I could tell you was freaking out. And I was like, no, I wasn't freaking out. She was like, no, you got to calm, you like calm when you freak out. And I was like, oh, okay. So of course they built the micro center here in Charlotte this year. Haven't been there yet. Man, let me tell you. So I picked the kids up from driver's ed and we went down there, got them some lunch and all that good stuff. Walked up in there and you talking about nerdvana, cuz yo,
Not
let me tell
Nirvana.
you, I almost glitched the hell out walking up in there. I was just like, oh my God. Man, let me tell you, I had to go straight back to the motherboard, ask somebody where it was at. I had to get my shit, pay for it, and get gone. I said, man, I spent my whole paycheck up in
You
there.
ain't you ain't spend no Home Depot time up in there?
No, 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 nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope, 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 nope.
Yeah.
I can just go around Home Depot and look up in there.
Yeah.
Nah, dog. Mm-mm.
Nah.
No, 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 no.
And
But
then
yeah, but
let me get this right here. I might need this. You know, I don't need it right now, but you never know what I may need 3 months from now. Let me go and get this
bruh,
now. It's on sale too.
oh Lord have mercy. I can see me coming back in that door with a bag full of shit. My wife look at me like, wait a minute, what is all this? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
You walk in
it.
like, God, is this you? Is this what heaven, is this what heaven looks like?
Boy, let me tell you, I hope I don't have to
Oh,
have that conversation for a very long time. But that thought crossed my mind. I was like, okay, this is what it is. All right, but yeah, man. But okay, everybody, we're gonna preview Sunday's game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into the comments. I'm sorry, dog. Yeah,
what,
I'm sorry.
who are they again?
The Buccaneers. Yeah, the Tampa Bay
Oh, God.
Buccaneers.
I should. Oh God, I wish I could. I should have put that in the thumbnail.
Don't
I
do
should have
that.
put
Don't
that in
do
the
that.
thumbnail.
Hey, SC Baseball, what's going on? I said, what's up, guys? Hope y'all doing
What's up,
well,
that?
ready for Sunday's game. Pastor Pope Podcast, what's going on? PPP, how you
What's
doing? I
up,
said, what's
Brian?
good, fella? Deontay White, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, Deontay?
Earl, how you doing? I said, what's going on, homies?
What's up, Earl?
Antonio, how you doing? I said, what's up, CJ
Antonio,
and
what's
Tony?
going on, my guy?
And as always, Antonio says to like, subscribe, and comment and share the stream, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right.
Exactly.
SC Pace said, I know y'all were all sad. This is one of Evero's final. he said we sad, Tony.
Hey, hold that thought, SC. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh
Hold that
shit.
thought.
Okay. Mo Legion, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, Mo?
Chevy 80Z, what's going on? Say, hey y'all. Chapel Bill, great
What's
day to be a
Chevy?
Tar Heel. Yes,
You got
sir.
you got you got Mo. You got Mo up there.
Hmm?
You got Mo's comment still up there.
You sure?
Yeah. It shows Mo on mine.
Yeah. Well, it's Chevy Z on here and on the live stream, so we good. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Nakari, what's going on? It said all these injuries, the defense will most likely struggle. Boy,
Mm.
let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Shit, look like we've been
Prime must
struggling
been.
all year, but okay.
I know. Prime must been laughing at my computer stuff there. Nakari said computers a lot more expensive than Home Depot, Tony. I mean, hey, let me tell you,
Well,
Nakari.
I knew that in the
Woo,
car. That was just a figure of speech, sir.
boy. Oh my goodness. Well, now mind you, now in the car, now some of the bad boys are expensive than me. I got a
Mhm.
RX 6600, the AMD graphics card, so mine wasn't that bad. Mine wasn't all that bad, but some of them bad boys, yeah, yes, they're out of control. He said, I
No.
stay out of those stores. Yeah, let me tell you, I'm damn sure going back to Micro Center. I don't know how soon it'll be, but I'm going back eventually. Brian L, what's going on? He said, let's
So,
go.
Brian,
He said the car said spend my money on these dumbass Panthers instead. Oh god. Rob said that's how I am at this music convention in LA called NAM show. Musicians Heaven. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
got you.
Okay. Nakari has heard of it. I say your screen broke. I don't know if you're talking to me or you.
Dude.
uh Brian L said hopefully Bryce won't have a winning hangover this week. Hopefully not.
Well,
Hopefully
he
not.
showed
Yeah.
it sure don't look like it's gonna be a lot of help team wise. I tell you that.
I mean, hey, we'll see. We'll see.
Mhm.
Car said I was adding to the conversation, Tony. I'm not slow either. It's just hard to read tone and
He,
text.
he, Here he go, Mr. Politically Correct. God
Dig
almighty.
it. What's going on, man? How
What
you
up,
doing?
Diggy? Diggy,
Okay. Hey.
talk to Nicaria, man. He need a friend. He needs somebody to talk to right now. God dang it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, before we get into the meat of the episode here, as always, you can check us out on all social media at Two Fans in the Stands and over on Twix. That's a mixture of Twitter and X as we call it over here. You can catch us at Two Fans ITS. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's go ahead and get on into it. And again, as always, our fan level members, thank you for the support that you show us every month. We love you. We appreciate you. And if you're watching and you want to become a fan level member, the link is in the description. 99 cents a month. So hey, we appreciate all the love and support. Uh PPP, you know what? Hey, bro, you know what the hell I meant. Get that shit off my screen, Tony.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh god.
PPP, you should
Hey,
do a flag on the play. You should just do a flag on the play, dog.
Lord have mercy. Hey, but to all of our fan level members, again, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you do for us on a monthly basis. We greatly appreciate you.
Tony screen as slow as Ed Thomas running around.
Wow.
Hey, I don't know what happened. Just that one comment didn't pop up. Man, my
Hmm.
screen is not slow. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that one comment. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's funny though, cuz, and I'm gonna say this in front of it be funny though, because I be watching stuff and it be going on over here, and you be like, something's wrong, and I be like, no, it ain't, and you be so confident, you be like, yeah, it is, and I be like, okay, all right,
No,
cool.
I don't it don't happen often. That was the first time I missed for whatever reason. That one particular comment did not pop up. So,
It's all
yeah.
good. All right, cuz, it's on you, big dog.
All right, so first slide, we're gonna step into the infirmary, and this
Woo,
looks like
woo, 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 woo,
this,
woo.
this is like the third shift emergency room right here. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Uh, well, who we have here? Questionable. We have Cam Gill with illness. Chuba Hubbard with the knee, Ashawn Robinson with his knee and illness, DJ Wanham with his shoulder and knee, um, Damian Lewis with a knee, Xavier Leggett hip and wrist, and Jadavion Clowney, who is he's pretty much going to be on the injury report weekly, you know.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
with his knee and elbow. All right, who we have doubtful is two very important players that we do need, which is Taylor Moton with the
Hmm.
knee and JC Horn with the hip. I hope that these guys turn up on the final injury report as being just questionable, upgrade to questionable, which means more unlikely that they will be able to play. But right now, who we have out is Josie Jewell with a concussion and Shaw Smith Wade with the illness in his chest. Okay, so basically, we're gonna have our fourth linebacker, and I know we just re-signed Chandler Wooten. Excuse
Hmm.
me. So we have Chandler Wooten. Looks like he's gonna be playing right beside Jacoby Windman. And I think the backup to those guys are John Radigan, who was signed off the Seattle Seahawks practice squad, I believe,
Yep.
right before the season start. If I'm not mistaken, or right after the
Think
season
so, yeah.
started. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we are definitely hurting more and more at the linebacker position. And with Shaw Smith Wade out, that means we get to see um the duet of the Jackson twins. Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson on one side and Dane Jackson on the other, the Jackson twins. But also we have Caleb Farley. So Caleb Farley can step in and play the other outside corner, and Dane Jackson can stay
On the
in the slot.
bench. On the
Yeah.
bench. He can stay on the bench. I'm sorry, Dane. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, he can do that too, but it looks like he's gonna be playing this week. Looks like
God.
he's
Oh
gonna
my
play this week.
Lord.
So yeah,
Yo.
man. So CJ, what what you think about this I don't even know what you want to call it. This injury report. I was trying to say something slick.
Man, let me tell you. Well, for the simple fact that we playing Tampa Bay, okay,
Hmm.
and I don't like that Chuba is on here, but I'm hoping it's just something. And he popped up on here, be like a Jadavion kind of thing, something. He popped up on here with his knee. but he'll be fine. And one person that I didn't put on here it was quite a few people I didn't put on here because they didn't have a tag next to the name. But Bryce Young was on the injury report this year with a
That's right.
hamstring. Yeah,
Yes, he talked.
which is
That's right.
wild. But I don't like Wonum showing up on here. Definitely not Ashawn Robinson. Definitely not Damian Lewis. Because my thing is, God forbid Lewis is downgraded to doubtful, and then or downgraded to out, and then Moulton is out. So that means we're probably going to have Brady Christensen playing guard and Josh Neiman playing
Or
tackle,
Chandler Zavala. Or Chandler
or
Zavala.
Chandler Zavala.
I'd rather have Chandler Zavala than Brady Christensen playing
Yeah.
guard.
But this is not the game that I want, these offensive linemen to be out because, they really stifled our running game the last time we played them.
Yes,
And,
they did.
I want them to go out there and get some retribution for that game. And I think that's going to be, something that we're going to have to do, in order to keep Tampa Bay's offense off of the field. And then, on the other side of the ball, our best corner might be out. So
Yeah,
and I'm just like and I guess but now mind you, you always want JC out there, but it's not a situation that they're not really prepared for because it's not like he travels with the best receiver, so it's not like, oh my God, what are we gonna do about Mike Evans because JC Horn is out there. Well, if they do like
yeah.
CD Lamb, I promise you, CD Lamb lined up everywhere but where JC Horn was at when we played the Dallas game. And I'm sure that Tampa Bay is going to do more of the same.
Hey, real quick before I get to SC
Mm,
comment, but you remember at the beginning of the year when we were talking about how important it was for JC's Horn to stay healthy, and if we got 14 or 15 games out of him, we'll
mm.
be happy with that as long as he don't miss no more than one or two.
Uh,
I mean,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, hey, we got 1 or 2 games left, dog.
I,
We got
I
1 or 2 games left. So do you
yeah.
like? I know I'm about to be funny, but it's like, dog, did we play another game since Sunday? Because I'm trying to remember when all these dudes got hurt. Did they get hurt? Open up the gifts during
I
Christmas?
don't know.
Did somebody bump their knee up against a Tonka truck or something? Like when did all these injuries happen, dog? Like Bryce Young pop up on the injury report with a hamstring. Dog, you ain't popped up on the on the injury report since you been back.
I
Like,
know when it happened. I know when it happened, Tony. It was on the run to the end zone for everybody to celebrate. They was all happy and trying to get down there as quick as possible. So I
you're
can see
right.
all
You're
these
right.
hip, knee, Josie
Yeah,
Drew ran into the goal post. Shaw Smith Wade jumped in the stands and
I
somebody
know
with a
when
cold sneezed on
I
him or
know when
something.
Bryce
So
got hurt. Because he was running so hard that he was running so slow that he was outrunning everybody going down the field. I think somebody timed it at like 14 minutes to run 30 yards. But hey, I think that might be when he
it
pulled
might
the
be.
hamstring. So hey, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. I'm just
Oh my
saying.
God.
That's
Um,
the word on the street. That's the word on the street. That.
hey, but as he plays, I think Nick Scott will be a backup this week because I
Yes,
think the Monty Richardson's getting to start with Xavier Woods,
as he
and
should.
according to this depth chart I'm looking at, Jordan Fuller's all the way back to third string.
As he should too. As he listen, because I was one of the ones I was happy when we signed both of those guys
Hmm.
during the off season because I was like, yes,
I
they
feel
know
you.
Ivero's defense, they used to this scheme. They'd be like a plug and play type deal, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was gonna be beneficial to to the team, but it has been everything but that. So
Yeah. But yep. 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 Hey,
yeah.
thank you, Dig. It said hit that like button, you scrubs.
Appreciate it, Dig.
Appreciate you. But yeah, man, this is gonna be
Belichick,
interesting,
yeah.
dog.
Belichick
Let's
used to
see.
list Brady as questionable
Oh,
with his shoulder injury every week. Yeah,
Mm,
That is true. Brady was on the damn injury report every week. But I think the rule is in the National Football League, they don't care if you pull up and got a hangnail or something, whatever type of injury that you have during the week that may have caused you to miss part of practice, all of practice, or whatever.
mm,
Teams are they have to report it or they'll get fined. They
gotcha.
have to report it if or they get fined. Even if you miss a day or they give you a day off for rest or
Mm,
you know somebody's going in, your wife is going or girlfriend's going into labor. If you miss practice, they have to report it.
mm. Hey, C. Douglas, what's going on, man? Say
What's up,
big bro,
Dougie
big
Dub?
cuz, what it do? Happy holidays, Panther Nation. What's going on, Doug? Let me see. Dom 34. We need to use one of New England moves. They draft 10 QB after taking Drake. 10 QB after taking Drake
Tennessee
May.
Q.
Top 10 future backup behind Drake or replace. If he doesn't pan out, just thought I let me see. Just a thought, I know Drake isn't going anywhere. Well, hey, look, neither is Bryce Young for next year, folks. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. We'll see. I got you.
Yeah.
And yes, thank you. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't, folks. We greatly appreciate it. All right. Hold on, wait a minute. Doug, why you holding your hat looking like Farnsworth Bentley?
Oh God.
Oh, oh my God! I'm telling you, don't get Doug
So
started. Doug,
somebody's been sipping on the Christmas happy juice. I tell you, the card. God, dog.
oh my goodness! All right, cuz go ahead.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. And this here is the last matchup, which was not that long ago, like three weeks
Mm-mm.
ago. Week 13 was the last
Mm-hmm.
matchup that we had with the Tampa Buccaneers. Uh CJ, you wanna
I got you.
yeah,
I got you. All right. Score was 26-23. I was at that game. It was a great game to
yes you
watch
were.
until that to that final field goal. But the game leaders, passing yards, Baker Mayfield, 21 of 33, 235 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. Bryce Young, 26 for 46, 298 yards, one touchdown. Rushing yards, Bucky Irving, 25 carries, 152 yards, one touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 12 carries, 43 yards. They completely abandoned the run game. Receiving yards, Mike Evans, 8 receptions, 118 yards and a touchdown. Adam Thielen, 8 receptions, 99 yards. And I'm going to say two touchdowns because he was robbed of one.
Yes it
I believe it
was.
was a catch. All right.
Yes it was.
Let me see. Total yards, 445 for Tampa, 367 for Carolina, two turnovers for Tampa, one for Carolina, which was a major, major, major one in overtime. 27 first downs for the Bucks and 19 for the Panthers. And again, time of possession was in their favor, 39 minutes and 31 seconds for Tampa Bay, 27 minutes and 39 seconds for Carolina.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hoping that won't happen again is we abandon the run, and Chuba Hubbard it only has 12 carries like he did last game. I don't think that'll be the case. If I'm not mistaken, they're expecting bad. Wow, wow.
Oh God. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh wow, wow. Yeah, I think they're expecting some bad weather down there, so it's gonna be um um the weather conditions are going to be bad, so I think Carolina is going to be forced to run the ball,
Mm,
just like they did last week. Which I don't think they were forced. I just
mm,
think that we need to run the ball like we did last week. Okay, I
yeah.
think this is a good opportunity that we can lean on Chuba Hubbard. What's the boy name? The backup right now?
Blackshear and Mike Boone. Sorry, Mike
Mike
Boone.
Boone, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
you start, see a little bit of those guys too, and get effective ground game going. Cause just 12 carries, that's not going to do it. Even though
Not gonna
we
cut it.
almost yeah, it's not going to cut it. Even though we did almost pull out a victory last time, but close enough ain't good enough. It
This is true.
That would help us in the time of possession. Like
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay had the ball almost 12 minutes more than we did. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
want to know
And
why? You want to know
cause
why they kept running
go
that
ahead,
same goddamn play with Bucky
from the
Irvin.
left to the right. Yep.
Yes, and I promise you, just about every snap when they ran the ball, they would guarantee 4 or 5 yards. Damn near guaranteed. It was. I
Yep.
don't even know if they would stop for a loss.
Hold
If
on,
it was, it won't but
four,
one or
four,
two
4 or 5 yards before Bucky Irvin was even touched. Let's just start
touched.
right there.
Yes.
Yeah, before
Mm-hmm.
he even touched. Like he was getting to the second level, and he was either running right past the linebackers, or they were maybe just getting a little hand on him, like they were playing
Yep.
tag or something. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Missing
so
tackles per
we
usual. Yeah.
yeah, so there was a lot of mistakes in that game defensively from a defensive scheme standpoint. They really out physical us, at the point of attack. Nobody looked like
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to tackle. So there was a lot of suspect things happening defensively, especially when it came to the last two drives. Or I say the last half of the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because when Tampa Bay really needed to move the ball, all they did was lean on that run game, and we could not stop them. Whenever they decided to run the ball, they ran the
Mm-hmm.
ball at will.
Yeah. Hey, SC Plays, let me tell you, this Panthers defense cannot stop a screen pass to save their
Hmm.
ever loving lives. They can't do it. They
Right.
they
But
absolutely cannot do it.
T Cole made a good point.
Mm,
I'm going to break this down one day.
mm,
Um, when they do the two pullers, and people, I don't know if people really realize when you pull, especially one or two players, that creates um 2 to 4 different lanes that you have to be accounted for. And when you only playing like a 4-man front, it's damn near unstoppable. Okay, it's
mm.
damn near unstoppable. So hopefully, there's a lot of things that's going to change. Yeah, but he's right. Two pullers, teams been running that ever since Philly that I know has been killing us. But yeah, they do that. They do it. They pull it to the left and they pull it to the right. So again, defensively, there's a lot that we hopefully have cleaned up since then. So I'm hoping to see, even if the outcome may not be different, I just want to see a difference in the scheme that we run. Okay.
Okay, I got you. And I do apologize. My camera went a little haywire on me. It still ain't
Oh,
perfect,
okay.
but
All right. All right, let's go on to the next slide here. And as of Thursday, these are the offensive rankings for the Panthers and the Buccaneers. As you can see, Tampa Bay right now ranks pretty much in the top five in all the major statistical categories except one, and they're seventh. They're third in
mm,
total offense, third in passing offense, seventh in rushing offense, fourth in red zone offense, and fifth in scoring offense at 28 and a half points per game. And Carolina is pretty much near the bottom, 30th in total offense, 30th in passing offense, 15th in rushing offense, which is, middle of the pack, 12th in red zone efficiency, and scoring offense 25th at basically 19 points a game. And actually, when I was updating the slide, Tampa Bay has gotten better in some statistical categories since we played them in week 13. Like they was at one point with the score offense, they was averaging like 22 and a half points a game. Now they at like
Mm-hmm.
28 and a half points per game. Their rushing offense also went up as well. 'Cause I think they were 11th and now they're 7th. So
Mm.
yeah. So CJ, what you think about this?
Shit, that seventh and the rushing offense probably had a lot to do with that game against us.
Yeah.
I mean, they ran for over 200 yards, so I'm
Hey,
sure that
that
helped
that
the
that,
average out a good bit.
that's why I said too when I looked at it, I was like, yeah,
Hmm.
we may have something to do with that.
And I would say, and then they played the Giants since they played us too. So I'm pretty sure I forgot what the score of that game was, but it wasn't close.
I think
It wasn't close at all.
Bucky Irvin had a good game the next game. I can't remember who they played, but I think he had like
Hmm.
130, 140 yards or something that game.
Hmm. But yeah, this right here is I wouldn't be quite as, worried about it if we didn't have so many of these injuries on defense like we do this week. If we had,
Mhm.
most of our stuff, especially JC Horn, I got a feeling that Mike Evans is going to have a field day against that defense. And then somehow, some way, it's going to be Bryce's fault. You know what I mean? But yeah, this Russian
Yeah,
offense, I mean, if Bucky Irvin goes out there and has another 100 and something yards against us. I mean, that's going to be a bad day. That'll also be Bryce Young's fault. You know what I mean? And I only
right.
bring that up. I only bring that up because, when we lost that game, you still had people out here hollering and screaming about Bryce Young. Bryce Young did everything he could. I got into it with somebody on Facebook the other day, and they were talking about, oh, we gutted the defense, for Bryson Block. People keep bringing up gutting the defense. Brian Burns, we traded Brian Burns, but what is Brian Burns doing up with New York? Okay, the Jokers got 2 wins. But now we traded Dante Jackson. Okay, now mind you, he's doing good out there in the Steelers, but I ain't gonna lie, a lot of
Oh,
us wanted him gone anyway.
he was getting smoked this past Sunday just like he was getting smoked in Carolina. Dante Jackson was good to get you about 3 or 4 interceptions a year, but when you
Hmm.
talk about consistency, what you're hoping for, what you're hoping for from your starting cornerback, he just wasn't that. He just wasn't
Hmm.
that. And the Tiger don't change his stripes just because he moved to a different location. You know what I'm saying? Because if you watched him last week, this past Sunday, he was getting smoked, he was getting burnt. You know, the one thing that always hindered him, eyes dirty. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Hmm.
have your eyes
Yeah.
dirty when you playing man. You playing man, your eyes should be on the man, not trying to see what the quarterback is doing. And he was just getting torched.
Yeah. But yeah, and it talking about gutting the defense and this and that and the third, and I'm just like, yeah, oh, okay. And then I mentioned what I just mentioned about all this stuff happening in the games that we've
Hmm.
lost recently, and I never got a response. So, but yeah, but this is going to be it's going to be another test for the defense. But we'll see how they do. We'll
Yeah.
see how they do. I just hope that our run game will show up this time against Tampa. I do believe if we would have had it going like we did last week, and we played
Hmm.
Tampa, I think this game would have been a very different outcome. I think we probably would have won it in regulation. So, but we'll
I
see.
agree with you. I can agree with that. I can agree with that
Mm-hmm.
because, like we said, 12 carries for 43 yards. Come on, man. Not when your
Mm-hmm.
offense of line and your running back is the strength of your team right now. And it
Yeah.
has been that way all season. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just think what Chuba would be right now if we would if Dave Canales would have stuck to what he said he was going to do from the get go and be stubborn with the run. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he'd probably be a top 3 running back right now in the National Football League. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
He
there were
he
some
top
games where
5 in
Chuba,
yards, so.
yeah, I mean he top 5 right now, and he hasn't
Mm-hmm.
even been getting 20, 25 touches a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
Yep, I feel you.
yeah, okay.
Hey, but look at Chevy Eddie Z said just like when Josh Norman went to Washington. Now I will say this in Josh Norman's defense, I think Washington signed him to go up there and play man on man, man to man or be their featured
Hmm.
cornerback. That wasn't Josh Norman. When he was here, he was part of that scheme, almost like Richard Sherman and them boys up in Seattle back in the day. He wasn't that travel cornerback that was gonna follow your number one receiver all over the field. He played in the scheme, but that scheme was great and he played great in it. When he went
Yeah.
to Washington, at 75
Yeah.
million down the drain.
He was an excellent zone coverage cornerback.
Excellent. Yes.
He didn't have the speed. It was easy for him to get beat playing man press man because he didn't have the speed to catch up. So, when he went to Washington, he found out real quick what it was like to consistently play man coverage against um team's best wide receivers. It's easier to do when you're playing a bigger receiver and you're not really worried about him running past you or, shaking you out your shoes. That you can get your hands on him more, things of that nature. But yeah, when he went to Washington, Deshaun Jackson showed him real quick that he wasn't about that life.
He sure
Showed
did.
him, yeah, he showed him
Sure
real
did.
quick.
Hmm.
Yeah. All
Like you
right.
said,
Let's
bad
see.
habits followed D-Jax to the Steelers, and it's been exposed on display. Yep.
Facts, facts. That is big facts. Yeah. That is big facts. All right, so we're gonna move on over to the next slide. We're gonna talk about the defense. Now, this is where I feel like Carolina may have an opportunity to gain some ground this Sunday
Hmm.
because statistically, Tampa Bay doesn't really rank that well in the defensive category. So total defense, the Buccaneers are 25th total defense. They're 31st in pass defense, 10th in rushing defense, 11th in red zone defense, and 22nd in points allowed at 23.5 points. Carolina don't really make you feel that much better. Okay. So let me just throw that out there as a disclaimer. So the Panthers are 31st in the league in total defense, 10th in passing defense, 32nd in rushing defense, 28th in red zone defense, and 32nd, which is dead last. If anybody forgot, there's only 32 teams. 30, 32nd at giving up 30 points per game. Um, I think one thing that can help kind of, if you want to say it's beneficial. Antoine Winfield is not playing this week as well for Tampa Bay. So
Mm.
if it's not raining as bad and Bryce can air it out a little bit, we
Mm.
know we might be able to find we may have some opportunities downfield that we more opportunities downfield than we normally have. And Antoine Winfield also he blitzes pretty good from that safety position. So it takes a weapon away from Tampa Bay on the defensive side of the ball. So
Mm.
hopefully
I
we
got you.
will see if we're able to exploit that. Our 10th in pass defense, that kind of gets me. Yeah, because when you 32nd against rush defense, that means teams don't have to pass that much against you. Same as last year when the pass defense was ranked fourth in the league. When it was ranked fourth in the league because your run defense was 31st in the league. So
Hmm.
it's
Pretty
like
much.
it's like the same thing this year. So CJ, tell me what you think. Do you think that Carolina has the opportunity to do some things against this Tampa Bay defense?
Yes, I do think that Carolina can do some things against Tampa Bay defense. My worry is about our defense here. Okay, like I said, I
Right,
do
right.
believe it. And the thing was now. Chuba had a terrible day against Tampa Bay a few weeks ago, but Bryce threw for damn near 300 yards. Okay, and like
Yeah.
I said, drove us down for the at that time the game winning score, and then the defense gave up enough yards in 30 seconds, and they had 3 timeouts for them to get down the field and kick the field goal to go into overtime. The
Yes.
thing for our defense is they're going to have to be very opportunistic, and I think they have been that way lately. We've gotten a lot of fumbles that weren't really forced by us, but Kyler Murray had a handoff that was bobbled and fumbled, and then Cooper Rush did the same thing. So they got to be opportunistic. Let me see. Dust said, "I got questions for you, Tone." Can see. Oh
Oh
God,
God.
yo, let me tell you, bruh. But yeah, it's
No,
it's just
I'm not going to entertain that right now. I'm not going to
yeah.
entertain that. I'm
if
not about to do that
if
right now.
somehow if somehow some way by God's good grace they could stop the run, and I think the rain may help. If it's raining that much where Baker Mayfield and the offense have to run the ball, and they can let me see, put bigger fronts up at the line. You know what I mean? Like stack the line of scrimmage the way they can stop the run. We may have a chance. But if this is just a regular game and you stack that line of scrimmage and expect this secondary to play a lot of man coverage without J.C.
Yeah.
Horn,
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. But like I said, even if it was a very rainy game and they got to stack the line of scrimmage like that, I'm still not confident in this run defense being able to stop them too much at all. But
Yeah.
if we can get lucky and get a few drives where first and 10 doesn't turn into second and 4 off of a run play every damn first down snap on the drive for you see, Stevie Wonder got a better chance of receiving his sight back than ever on making adjustments. Preach, preach,
Wow. Wow.
preach,
Hey, SC, that's a good one.
preach, preach. It's not going to happen. It's
Yeah.
not going to happen. But yeah, I think we're going to have a one, they somehow they got to be consistent and have a little bit of luck. Okay. The games
Mhm.
that we've seen now, I'm not saying that it'd be nice if they could go out there and stop them every damn drive, just like the Ravens did to Houston. The other night, Houston only had
Right.
2 damn points. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Beyonce, them fans right there wouldn't have got a show at all.
You
I
mean
mean, at
you mean
all.
CJ you mean CJ Stroud not high powered offense with the offense alone had 2 points?
Hey, they only had 2 points. They only had
You
two
know what?
points.
I'm being disrespectful to the defense. The offense had 0 points. The defense had those two
Oh,
points.
that's right. Yeah,
I
it was
I,
a
I
safety. That's
digress.
right. That's right. But yeah, but no, but now we talked about this earlier. I told you leave CJ Stroud alone now. Leave him alone. But um,
Yeah.
but yeah, but we gonna it's gonna have to be a mix of something. We're gonna have to have some luck in there. And if we do get any takeaways, anything like that, our offense is gonna have to take advantage of it. But yeah, I have like zero confidence in this defense, like none. And I hate to say it like that, but just none. But
But
we'll
when you
see.
when you said something just now that's going to be very important. If the weather is supposed to be, what they're saying as far as a lot of rain,
Hmm.
protecting the ball is definitely going to be at the top of the list. Ball security
Hmm.
is definitely going to be at the top of the list. Um, Tampa Bay does a good job of getting the ball out, stripping the ball, things of that nature. So it's going to be imperative for whoever is catching the ball or running the ball that they're going to have
Hmm.
to protect it as well, especially when
Yeah.
you are running through traffic. If as far as a running back going through the offensive line or whatnot, you know, definitely protect the ball and don't put it on the ground.
Yeah. Hey, and T Cole, he said, who y'all think will be up at cornerback besides Dane Farley?
Okay, the fall.
We got Caleb Farley, Caleb Evans, and Shamar Bartholomew. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I wonder. I
those are our
wonder if he.
corners.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to bring him up from the practice squad because, they signed him from the Jets practice squad. Bartholomew.
Mm-hmm.
I know he had a good um one day of practice. I guess where we had a joint practice with the Jets, and I
Mm-hmm.
think he had a good showing there, if I'm not mistaken. And we signed him to the practice squad. I thought he would have made an appearance before now. So if J.C. Horn is out and we're that depleted at the cornerback position, I would
Mm-hmm.
guess he would get called up because he has been in the scheme all year long, so he does know it by now.
Doug said if Evero defense only allows 2 points for a whole game, I would go live and probably do something outrageous to have my channel banned for life. Damn, Doug, don't do that, dog. Don't do
I
that.
I
But
I am
yeah,
I am
it'd
here
be some
for
celebrating going on.
it.
Oh my
Oh God.
god. But yeah, Tone, yeah, I think the Panthers can have some more luck against Tampa Bay's offense because like you said, we had a good game against them except for the run game. They abandoned it, but Bryce was out there slinging it. We did move the ball up and down the field, but they have to incorporate that run game back into it and get more of a balance. And but then but then it'll be okay. So if Bryce goes out there and throws for 205 yards and just say Chuba runs for 130, then it'll be well, he only had 200 yards or so yeah, yeah.
I really when they say stuff like that, I just want them to think about it. Whether you're a fan or another podcast or whatever, when you hear somebody talk about what Bryce only has thrown for, just go back and look. The games where he has thrown for the most yards, we have lost.
Yeah,
Just go
yeah.
back. I mean, hey, the facts are the facts. When he has thrown for the most yards, we have lost that game. When he has thrown for the least amount of yards, we have actually won those games. So don't let anybody tell you how important it is for him to go out there and throw for 300 yards or 250 yards or two or three touchdowns, because that's not the case. That's just not the case. And the facts
Okay,
bear that all. The facts bear
gotcha.
that.
Okay, gotcha,
All
cuz.
right. So let's go on to our next slide here. And this is the keys to victory. This is everyone's favorite slide here. So I'm gonna run through them real quick, and then we'll go back and we'll discuss them one by one. So number one, as always, and will always be this way until they do it consistently, is establish the run. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number two will be stop the. You know what? Never mind. Everybody think everybody has an idea what they used to be. So I was told last week, don't even put that up there no more. So I thought this would be. You know what? It's cool. It's cool. Number three, pressure Mayfield. We saw how effective. Yeah, we'll get back. Attack
Mm-hmm.
downfield and protect the ball. Okay. So establish the runs. CJ, give me your thoughts.
They got to stick to it. They got to stick with it. They can't go out here again versus Tampa's defense and hand the ball off 12 times and be like, "Hey, we're good to go." What did Canales say that game? God, we got behind early or something like that. Maybe that was a Dallas game I was thinking about. But
Hmm.
it's like if we don't go out there, and if you notice, if we go out there and score the like get the first score, touchdown, field goal, whatever, it seems like he's more inclined to stick to the running game. But if the other team goes out there and scores first, it's like he has a better chance of abandoning the run game. Like it's almost like, oh shit. But I mean, and that could be the way he feels about this defense. You know what I mean? If we
Hmm.
get down, you never know. Canals might be on the sideline like crap. This is gonna be a wrap real soon. We got to go out here and we got to get down the field quick and score to catch up to try and do something. I don't know if maybe give the defense some confidence or what, but yeah, we get down by a score or so. I think he's more inclined to not run the ball as much and be stubborn with it like he wants to. But yeah, hey, let me tell you, I need to see another 100-yard game from Chuba.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely need to see
at
that.
least.
Yeah.
I at least need to see him with 20 to 25 catches. I don't even care what the total yardage is. He needs to
Mm-hmm.
touch the ball at least 20 to 25 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Our offense was ranked 12th in the last 4 games. Oh, okay,
Well,
cool.
let's see that. What were they? I don't know about the last 12 games, but overall for the season,
No, no,
we got
ranked
30.
12th in the last 4 games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I know what you
Mm.
said.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So, this dude, this dude, he down
hell
there
no, ain't
lonely.
no goddamn raccoon.
He down there lonely in Alabama. He ain't really got nothing else to distract him. He ain't got the what's that? The Xbox or PlayStation Doug got at the house. You know what I'm
Doug,
saying? So
Doug down in Greenbow, he eating raccoon with a side of squirrel.
hey, people sleep on
Oh
coon, but
god,
coon's some good meat if it's seasoned right. My dad used to season that thing right. So
had
you know what I'm
that. I'm from
saying?
the country, but not that country.
Yeah. All right. So the second one, we're gonna skip that one.
Yep.
That's something I don't think that's going to
We can't do it.
we just can't do it. We just can't do it. And
Mm-mm.
that stopped the run. So
Mm-hmm.
we know we're not gonna talk about that. So the next one, third one, pressure Mayfield. Um my thought is that we need to apply the same kind of pressure that we applied on Baker the first 3.5 quarters in week 13, but we need to do that throughout 4 quarters, throughout the
Mm-hmm.
whole game. Not when we get a score, then we go back to playing prevent, or whatever that scheme is that Evero calls, and then we just let him go right down the field. The defensive ends, like I said before, they need to have um they need to have rush lane integrity. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
if not, Baker Mayfield, even though he's not the fastest, he will scoot out on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you give him the room, he will take off and run. So, but if you can contain him, keep him in the pocket, but move him off his spot, make him feel uncomfortable, he's prone to give you the ball right back, which he did
Mm-hmm.
last game with the 2 interceptions that he threw. So we'll see if that's the case. CJ, what you think?
I agree. I agree. With Baker, you don't always have to, to get him on the ground, but you definitely have to put some pressure on him. So, like you said, he'll make mistakes. But you can't let him just sit back there in the pocket, be comfortable, because he will carve you up. So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's been doing it to everybody all season long. So and it was crazy that he only had 200 and something yards against us, but on the other side he didn't have to because they ran for 200 and something yards. Because I mean he's
yeah,
lit up quite a few defenses, for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns this season. So, but yeah, we
yes,
we,
yes,
we
he
gotta
had.
we gotta make him uncomfortable. Most
Got to
importantly,
make
make
him
him
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable, but also, like you said, make him uncomfortable. But we also got to oh God, we also can't, get him out of the pocket and not have anybody there to keep him from running for a first down because he
Right.
he will do that as well too. And I think you mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So the next one is attack downfield. All right. Even though we did a pretty good job um of throwing the ball downfield, like you said, Bryce almost had 300 yards this last game. Um, we needed receivers to hold on to the ball. Well, we definitely had the case of the drops throughout the season. Like I mentioned
Mm-hmm.
before, Antoine Winfield is not playing Sunday, so there may be opportunities where we can attack downfield. I don't know how much of single high safety they're going to play with him being out. So probably see a lot of the cover two, or
Mm-hmm.
Tampa two,
Yeah.
depending on whatever their scheme is for that day. So, but I think it's imperative that we still attack them downfield if weather permits, and that's what you can do. But we
Mm-hmm.
definitely, no matter what, like we said about number one, is establish the run. But CJ, what you think?
I agree. I want to see Canales take more shots downfield as well. And I think this is something that Bryce is going to have to work on in the off season is his touch, with deep passes. Okay, because it's one or the other. It's either he's throwing it slightly short or he's overthrowing his receivers. Like that's one thing he definitely has to work on is his touch on deep passes. But I also, like I said, I want them to be more aggressive. I want them to take more shots downfield. Everybody saying that he can't throw the ball past 20 yards. I mean, he can throw the ball past 20 yards. But like I said, it's just that's something he definitely has to work on. He has to get better at that because there have been opportunities that he has missed, whether the pass has been short or the pass has been too long and he overthrew the receiver. But
Mhm.
yeah, especially if Winfield is out, yeah, shit, why not? You know what I mean? Hey, we're the ones that we're out of the playoffs. Tampa's the one out there trying to play for everything. Like, hey, go for it. Hell, the next 2 weeks, let's go
Right.
out there and do what we can to ruin both of these teams' chances, of making the playoff. I mean, one of them's gonna get it. Let's hope we be the reason the other one don't. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the last one, protect the ball. So, like, I wasn't aware until right before we went live what the weather was going to be like
Mm-hmm.
down in Tampa this weekend. So if it's going to rain heavy like they're calling for, protecting the
Mm-hmm.
ball is definitely imperative for us to even have any type of success offensively. CJ, what's your thoughts on that?
Two hands on the damn ball. Okay. Two hands on the ball, even receivers. I mean, I don't care if you get the ball, ain't nobody within 5 yards of you. Get the ball and run down the field like this. You know what I mean? Just
how, how you
protect the
doing, CJ?
ball. I don't
How you
care. Just,
doing?
just run down the field like this right here. Don't let. I mean, if it's gonna be wet like
Oh,
that, man, it's gonna be
that,
slick out there. Like don't let it
that
fall
look
out by mistake.
that look like the that looks like the thank you Jesus run. You know how they
Hmm.
be in church and they be praying, they just be like, thank you, Jesus, thank you. That, that's
Yeah.
what that looked like just now. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
man,
Protect the
protecting the
ball.
ball. And that also goes for Bryce, even though I know he didn't have no fumbles or anything like that the last time we played them. But when you talking about
Hmm.
conditions,
Yeah.
rain and things like that, it's gonna be imperative for him to keep two hands on the ball when he's trying to maneuver throughout the pocket and things like that because Tampa Bay would definitely go for it, especially now that it's on tape that you can't really hold on to the ball. Hello.
Yeah. What's up, Flame?
What's up, Flame?
He said, hello, everyone. I hope you all have a blessed weekend. Remember, I will never like Bryce. Hey, 10-4, big dog.
Already.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's move on to the next slide. Enemy spotlight will be Mike Evans, wide receiver. And I think this makes sense even more now that
Mm,
Cade Otton, which is the starting tight end, and Sterling Shepard, who is the receiver that pretty much stepped in for Chris Godwin, is out Sunday. So you're going to see a lot more of Mike Evans. So hopefully that the weather is is bad enough to where Baker can't really get off throwing the ball downfield, and Mike
Mm-hmm.
Evans is taken out of the game plan that way. But with J.C. Horn possibly being out, and now you got the Jackson twins, playing with along with Caleb Farley. It can be, it can either be a good day for Carolina because of the weather affect the passing game, or it could be a
Mm-hmm.
bad day and the weather is not as bad as they say, and can't none of our cornerbacks stop Mike Evans. So again,
Mm-hmm.
you really don't know what you're going to get until Sunday. But CJ, give me your thoughts.
Um, okay, chat. Do real quick. Answer something for me. What do y'all think are the chances that Evero will roll some double teams towards Mike Evans? Especially if he lines up on the outside.
Not
What?
gonna answer that. We gonna get to that. We gonna
Oh,
get to
okay,
that. Yeah,
okay,
hold
all
that
right,
thought though. Hold that thought.
okay. Put
Hold that
put
thought.
put it in the chat for me, y'all. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to make some adjustments. And if Shepard is out, they still have, I can't remember his first name. McMillan is the other wide receiver,
Yeah,
and
the guy,
I
the rookie from Washington.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I know of him because I had him on my fantasy team, and every time I played him, he did diddly squat, and every time I didn't play him, he actually did something. But yeah, it's going to say a lot to me about Evero's defense. Especially K. Otten is out. My thing is, are they going to let whoever the backup tight end go in there and go off? Um,
Hmm.
if we do kind of hold Evans in check, who else is going to go off? You know what I mean? Because I don't think this defense is capable of putting Mike Evans in check and then actually holding everybody else, in check as well. In the
There you go.
you go.
Dang, I
Yo,
ain't
he
heard that
has a he
name.
has a different name for that like every flipping week. But yeah, there you
Yes,
go, SC Pace. Yeah.
yes, he said 0% chance.
But my thing is, this is a perfect game for Evero to make some adjustments. Okay, it's just like you're down your starting tight end who's having a damn good season. Okay,
Hmm.
you're already down Chris Godwin, and now you're down his backup. So it's Mike Evans. Like, I know JC Horn might not be playing, but there's no way in hell that Mike Evans should go out there and just be catching everything thrown to him. But I got a bad feeling that's just exactly what's going to happen. And I think a lot of teams scheme away from JC Horn. If JC Horn is not out there, you might not see Mike Evans in the slot so much because he was in the slot this last game quite a bit, you know.
Yeah,
So, but we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see,
Well,
man.
hopefully the weather is bad enough to where Tampa Bay just can't throw the ball around like that,
Hmm.
because it's not like Baker is that much better throwing the ball in wet conditions as Bryce is, So
Yeah.
both of them are kind of susceptible when it comes to bad weather conditions, especially rain. So
Hmm.
we'll hopefully we'll wait and see for Sunday.
Hey,
But
look. Hold on. Before you move on, you
mhm.
should have had Bucky Irvin and Rashad White picture down here at the bottom of the screen too in the spotlight, because let me tell you, if Mike Evans don't get us, one of them two is gonna get us.
But like I said, I didn't know what the weather conditions were until right before we went live. I would have known this when I was making the slides. I would definitely had the running backs up there because it definitely would
Yeah.
have made more sense. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So our last slide, and this is Doug. I know Doug. Doug is gonna love this one. This is his favorite guy, and just go ahead and introduce him. Panther Spotlight.
Mm.
Ejero Evero, defensive coordinator. Why did I put him in the Panther spotlight for this week? Well, because I think this is going to be a tell all right here. Because, the way we got our ass handed to us in that Tampa game, basically all year, but specifically that Tampa game when we basically had the game won, and there was a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot of, it made no sense of the defensive scheme and the play calling on that last drive to allow Baker Mayfield to go downfield. It's 30 seconds left on the clock to give them opportunity to kick a field goal and tie the game. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be very imperative on his scheme and his game plan for this game. Hopefully, he learned his lessons from Week 13 when we played Tampa at home, and he comes out with. I know I would love to see him come out and play, an odd front. I would love to see him come with five down linemen. You got three defensive tackles and your two rush outside linebackers, defensive ends. Because we know if the weather's going to be like they say it's going to be, Tampa's
Mm-hmm.
probably going to come out in the heavy package. They'll either come out in 11 personnel with a extra linemen, you know,
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature, and we need to be able to combat that. If not, we're gonna be in for a long day as we were in week 13. So I think a lot of this season definitely has not looked bode well. Uh Definitely has not bode well for his chances of returning or getting a head coaching position anywhere else in the league. So you may find yourself where we kind of stuck with him if we don't make a change. But I think if there's ever opportunity for him to get right and show that he can make the adjustments needed, um, apply a scheme that's going to be attacking for all four
Mm-hmm.
quarters, this would be the game right here. CJ,
Yeah.
what's your thought on Mr. Evero in the Panther
Uh,
spotlight?
Flame for Jesus said he played off because our safeties are never in the right spot. And I would agree with that to a certain extent, but I think the biggest issue for us is that when he gets in that prevent defense and it's like third down, it's like third down and 5, and the cornerbacks are playing 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Okay, or if it's the third down and shorter than 5, like third and 2, third and 3. Our corners are always playing so far back. You go out,
Mhm.
quick hitch route, out route, in route. My thing is they're playing catch up. They're backpedaling. The receivers already started their route. Quarterback throwing the ball, and then they got to run, try to tackle. And then, God forbid, they
Right.
miss the tackle. Then they're getting 5, 10 more yards down the field. So that's the most frustrating thing, about Evero's defense for me. But I just and the thing is, and I wish Bryce was as good as Teddy Bridgewater was. Okay, cool beans, cool beans.
Okay. Cool. It's Doug on that eggnog. He on that leftover eggnog.
Okay, Flame said that was his scheme in Denver too. Hey, but you know
Hmm.
what though? My thing is why is it not working here? Okay, and I get we've had injuries. We have had injuries, but I'll say this again. When everybody was healthy, first game or two of the season. Now, mind you, we didn't have Derek Brown game two. We still had everybody else. We still got sliced and diced. Okay, especially in game one. We almost lost by 40 points. Okay. So
Facts.
that's my thing. And now I'm starting to, question because I was one of them. I was like, ooh, Evero guys. We brought in the people that we had with him he had with him in Denver. Okay. He had him in with
Hmm.
the Rams and whatever. And the shit still ain't working. Okay. I get that there's a lot of injuries. Okay, but we're not the only team in the league that deals with injuries. All right, and me personally, and Flame for Jesus, just like you say, you would never like Bryce. I would never like some of the schemes that Evero runs. I don't give a damn where he at.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I just don't. But and I say this, and everybody in the chat's probably gonna get mad when I say this. That might be a reason why he might stick around. Is because the people making the decisions behind the scenes might be like, okay, well, you know what, we're gonna get you a healthy defense and get you some more talent, and then we're gonna see what you can do. So
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
So, quick question: on a scale of 1 to 10, which with one being the worst and 10, of course, being the best. What would you say is Evero chances of coming back next year?
I hope this is the chance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Evero. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God!
I'm so sorry.
What, was
I'm
that?
so sorry.
Was that the tape dispenser?
Yeah, yeah, that was a tape of wrapping Christmas gifts with. Yeah, so I got another one too. For a bigger.
Oh God!
Hold
Well,
on,
you,
wait,
you
wait, wait,
should
wait.
you,
Let
you
me
should have
let me
held
use
them
the
both
bottom
up
of this
together.
picture. Look, let me
You
use the
should.
bottom of this
Oh,
picture.
big zero.
Ah.
Oh my God!
Okay, no, let me stop. Honestly, honestly, I think he's got a 50-50 chance of being back here next year. I really do. I really do. As much as we want him gone, as much as we want
Mhm.
him gone, I people got to remember, we're fans. We're not the ones making these decisions, and just like because there are a lot of people for whatever reason, that think that the defense has not been the reason why we have lost. Some you know what, Flame, you are absolutely correct, absolutely right. I'm sorry. You say you never liked Evero, but this isn't all him. And we've been trying to say that for the entire season. It's not all on everybody. Okay. But you can't convince a lot of people that it's not all on a certain person on the other side of the ball. So just like it's not
Right,
all on Evero, it's not all on any other one player too. And that's all we've been trying to say. It's
right,
not all on Evero. Okay. We know that it's not all on him. But, but, when you consistently over the last 5 or 6 weeks, it come down to crunch time and your offense puts you in the position to win the game, and you just let the opposing defense a dog walk you down the field with no resistance. So, and,
facts,
and to me, that says
facts.
a lot. You
That's
can't
that
overlook
is
that.
disheartening. Yes,
Yeah.
that is disheartening. That's yeah, that don't bode well for you when you're trying to elevate yourself individually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That does not
Yep.
bode well. Cause I just remember just 2 years ago, he was one of the hot topics, talked about in the league as far as getting
Mm-hmm.
a head coaching job. But now I don't think you even I think it will really simmer. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get interviews because of his skin color. You know what I'm saying? But I don't
Yeah.
think nobody is really taking him as serious as they were 2 years ago when, his name was hot out there. So, you
And you
know,
got to think about this too, Tony. You got to think about this too. Since he has been here, the Panthers have not been in a position financially to go out and put a whole crap load of talent on this defense for him to be able to use. Okay.
that's true.
Now mind
That
now
is
mind you,
true.
we scratched our heads when they let Marquand McCall. I'm not gonna say he, but when they let Marquand McCall go, and then John
Yeah,
Pennicini did not pass his physical, and they brought in a Deshaun Williams or whatnot, and then that was kind of it. So we were thinking going
shot
into
Tuttle.
yeah, we were thinking, okay, cool, we gonna replace that or something, and then they bring in Shy Tuttle. And
Mhm.
I tried to reserve judgment, but that just hasn't been it. you know but my thing is, now if we go into next year, if he's still here and we go into next year and we still have a 295 to 300 pound nose tackle that's starting for us. That's not Aaron Darnold. Okay, that is not Aaron Darnold. I'm going to say that this man is extremely stubborn, and he's just not going to change. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Hmm.
That is true.
Yep.
So yeah, you
Damn, Doug. I can't go through this BS another season. Oh God. Having the worst
oh
ranked D in the league is reason enough to fire him regardless of injuries. I can agree on that one.
I can
Uh
agree with that. I can
Flame
agree
said we
with
have
that.
the 30th ranked offense. Yeah, we do. We have the 30th ranked offense, but that 30th ranked offense put us in a position to win the Kansas City game. Okay. It put us in a position to win the Tampa Bay game. It put us in a position to, well, not so much the Philly game. Okay, we almost had a shot at that, and we all know what happened with the drop pass and all that.
Mhm.
Okay, and hell, they almost gave up this game against Arizona. You know, so hey, it
Yeah.
goes both ways, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not on everybody. Okay, it's not on every. This is a team game. This is a team game. But that offense has looked leaps and bounds ahead of that damn defense. I'm sorry. That's that
Now
that that's
that
that's my opinion. I'm gonna stick to it.
that's fact. That is facts. That is facts.
Mm-hmm.
Offensively, we didn't do ourselves any favors. When you talking about from a statistical standpoint in those first two games, but
Mm-hmm.
since Bryce has been back, besides that Dallas game, he has very much put us in position to win every game that we've been in.
Mm.
We have been in
Tom,
position
hey,
to win every game.
Tom, what you think about this? Flame said he doesn't want to be here. Remember, Tepper blocked him from leaving. You think that would be
Huh?
enough for him to go put out this complete, double-sided ass cheeks worth of defense on the field this year?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. I wouldn't say that he doesn't want to be here. I
Mm-hmm.
can't. I can't. I can't say that. Um, I know Tepper did block him from leaving, but it was that if he didn't get a job as a head coach,
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't for a head coaching job position, he wasn't going to let um Ivero interview or and potentially leave just to be a defense coordinator somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I
Gotcha.
think a lot of that has to do with the compensatory pick that you would get if Ivero did become a head coach somewhere else, and the fact that he's a minority. You know, there's a compensatory pick that the Panthers would get. I think it's like a third round pick if he was to be hired as a head coach, and the fact that he's a minority that ups the compensatory pick level. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Ivero doesn't want to be here. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, and my thing is this though. I think he's a great guy, and I don't think he's a bad defensive coordinator. I just think it's like he refuses to adjust. I think if he threw a few
Mhm.
adjustments in his defense and his schemes from time to time, I think we might be in a better position defensively. But that is just me, a fan. I am not a defensive coordinator. Never have I
Right.
been one. But that's just my opinion.
But let me ask you this, because you know
Mm-hmm.
he is a Dom Capers disciple. Don
Mm-hmm.
Capers is the senior defensive analyst for the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think having Dom Capers in his ear every day plays a part into what he may be calling schematically, for the defense?
Maybe I hope it doesn't, but
Yeah.
my thing is, you got two eyes to go back and look at film every week and see exactly what's going on. You get what I'm saying? That's just like if I know if I go around the corner of a certain building and as soon as I make this right, somebody's gonna slap me in the face. Okay, and that's every day at a certain time. All right, but I go back the next day and I make that same right and get slapped in the face. damn it, after a while, either I'm not going to go in that building, or I'm gonna go left next time instead of going right, or either I'm gonna go right and duck. This whole season with this run game, we've been going right and get slapped in the face every Sunday. So, like I
Yeah,
said,
I mean,
he got 2 eyes to go back and watch the all 22 film just like we do, and they ain't got to pay to watch it. They get the shit for free. Okay, so yeah, that's all I can say
I
about that
got
one.
you. All right. Now, so we have to go back to to a 4-3.
I want to so bad.
Yeah.
I want to so
SC
bad.
Pace and Dom Capers too old with that damn
Lego.
Lego for Evero to be listening to. Dang,
Oh
SC.
God.
They
Ah.
said before the season that his 3-4 was going to be fluid and adjustable. The fluid froze. Hey,
Oh God.
hey, dig it. I have not heard nobody put it as perfectly as you did just now. Kudos to you, sir.
Froze. Hold on, wait a
Kudos
minute,
to
wait a
you.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There you go. The fluid froze. Oh my God.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh Jesus. That was a good one.
I'm
Said
gonna lose my
my
check.
afro lose my shit, but he got to go power to the people. Oh God.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
I thought I put your twin up here for the topic of the day. Yes, sir.
Oh
Yes,
no.
sir.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna get a phone call after this one.
I wouldn't be surprised if we in a group if we in a group chat.
Yeah, for real. Let me see. Flame said we had to go to the dumpster to get players for the defense. And
That's
I'm
not
not,
that's not
well,
true.
no,
Go ahead.
I'm not going to completely disagree because I said this before. We haven't been in a financial position as a team to be able to go out and get any like real top tier free agents on defense. You know what I mean?
I mean,
So
no, that's true too. But to say that we just been going to the dumpster, now I to me
yeah.
that's just extreme, you know. But I get what Flames is trying to start some shit. That's all, and I'm not even finna entertain it. It does
Oh
something like that.
God. Oh. Said Tony, you got a point there, but I don't think Imposter Young is the answer beyond next year. I just want a much taller quarterback with a nice pocket presence and can throw deep down the field. Okay. Well, hey, I,
Okay.
I I get you on that one. I've seen a lot of trash ass 6'4" quarterbacks in my days too. So hey.
Yeah, meaning as of this past Sunday. So
Yeah. I mean,
they
there was
asked
one.
off
How,
the
how, how tall
scrubs.
is Daniel Jones? You know what I
He
mean?
about 6'4", 6'5". Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about the short stuff.
All right. All right, cuz that's it for my side of the show today. Go ahead and take us home.
All right, y'all. Hey, well, we greatly appreciate everybody for joining us. Okay, everybody in the chat, thank you for y'all your views, your opinions, your comedic comments. We greatly appreciate them and enjoy them. Um, oh, excuse me. But yeah, we'll see y'all back here on Monday, and this has been our preview of the Bucks. Sorry, the Panthers going down to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. All right, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I hope it's let's see. Flame said we have 2 stars on defense. Brown didn't play all year. I keep saying this. He
Yeah,
played the first game, and we still got sliced and diced right up down the field. So
yeah. That's what I'm telling you.
unless he had that injury from the first snap of the game, yeah, yeah. Don't put
Yeah,
Derek Brown in it. We was trash when he was out there too. Hey,
appreciate
look,
it,
he
dig it.
played all year last year, and we still got sliced and diced in the run game last year.
Yeah.
So hey, but it is what it is. But again,
It is
hey, we
what it
appreciate
is.
everybody for joining us. To all of our fan level members, thank you. If you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. Thank you to all of our subscribers. We appreciate the love and support. You can catch us at all social media at Two Fans in the Stands, and over on Twix you can catch us at Two Fans ITS. That's a mixture of Twitter and X, if y'all haven't heard me say that for the 150,000th time. All right. But Tone, you got anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, man. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and have a happy holidays. Stay safe, stay healthy, love on your loved ones while you can.
All right, that's what's up. Okay, but as always, Panther Nation, I'm gonna leave y'all with three things. Number one, y'all be good. Number two, y'all be safe. And number three, as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding, man. We'll see you.